Hi, my name is Matthew Libatique, ASC. I am a graduate of the American Film Institute, and I am the cinematographer from Straight Outta Compton. So this is the introduction to Dr. Dre as a young man living at home with his mother. I was sort of inspired by a piece of kit that I was introduced to in City Gear called the Bethke filters. What they are is a collection of filters that have different elements embedded inside the glass that refract light. And this shot was a combination of using that filtration and building what we call a ring of fire. Imagine a clock that is a ring that mounts in front of the camera where LEDs at each hour are facing the lens. We're on a jib arm here, and we basically have lights pointing and modulating in front of the lens, pointing at the refracting elements of the glass. The reason why I used it here is because I wanted to always suggest that there was an element of brilliance to each and every character, and you'll see that this same effect happens when we first see Ice Cube perform in his first performance with Dr. Dre, and this is obviously the first time we see Dr. Dre, and we see it also early on with Eazy-E. This is a scene where NWA is on the road. That's Dr. Dre talking to his younger brother, who desperately wants to be on the road with them. He gets a knock on the door in his hotel, and the guy is looking for his girlfriend.
I'm looking for my girl, Felicia. I heard she was up in one of these rooms.
Ain't no Felicia in here, nigga.
Mind if I take a look?
From this point on, the shot doesn't cut. And, we sort of came up with this idea of using this gimbal called the Mobi, handheld through space so we could, travel through these two rooms and connect with each character in this, what I call a superhero movie. So we're connecting with each one. There's Dr. Dre, and here's Ice Cube. This sort of evolved from a moving master into something that might be able to suffice the entire scene. Because ultimately, we wanted to be wide enough to see what they were doing. Ice Cube throws a girl on the bed, and then we move over to Eazy-E, and we could be in close-ups, reverse shots, but I think that the scene wouldn't have had the impact that it did. That was the most difficult part, handing the gimbal off between that door and the exterior corridor. The shot was accomplished with a set of remote wheels that I operated, and our camera operator, Colin Hudson, and our dolly grip, John Mang, he had to hand it off about 3 times to each other. We did it about 27 times. This is a superhero movie. That's how I regarded it. At the point that we made it, Dr. Dre had, Dr. Dre is a larger than life character, Ice Cube as well. And Eazy-E is legendary, and because of his posthumous status. And plus, I think he's part of the, canon of rappers that came out of the 80s and 90s. So I think NWA actually, they connect to popular culture a little more effectively to younger people. It's an origin story.